Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. Before we start with today's video, I just want to say thank you, a huge thank you to everybody who subscribed to my new channel, to my backup channel. I will get my main channel back eventually, I don't know when. I thought I was gonna get it in like 5 days, but it's been like a month already. And the new channel, actually this channel is going really well so far. I mean, I got a lot of views in my previous video. It seems like YouTube algorithm likes me, but the people from YouTube don't that much. I mean, usually they bring the channels back in like a couple of days, a week or so, but for some reason, somebody is not just clicking that reinstate button. I don't know what is happening, but you know, I should have it back at some point. But as of right now, I'll just act like this is the only channel I got. So guys, if you haven't, please do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So let's start now with the first topic we got for today, and that is a physique update by Derek Lunsford. Right now, in 2025, Derek Lunsford is the favorite to win the Mr. Olympia. Let's be real, let's face it. I mean, yeah, he's not the reigning champ. He's not defending his title. He didn't even place second last year. But he won the Mr. Olympia 2 years ago, and he won the Arnold Classic this year. And he won it pretty decisively, to be honest. Like, he kind of blew Samson out of the water at the Arnold Classic. I mean, if Samson was in better shape, would he be able to beat Derek? That Derek from the Arnold Classic. That's a very, very good Derek, and that was probably Derek's best of all time. He faced the best Nick Walker of all time. And in the opinion of many, myself included, he lost that show. But that's not the way the judges saw it. He actually even won that without being 100%. So considering all that, considering also the fact that Hadi might not be able to compete, you know, Derek is probably the favorite to win. I mean, Samson, like, if he gets really shredded, yeah, sure, he can win, but is Samson really known for being consistent? Absolutely not. Like, he brought good condition probably only once in his life, and that's last year's Mr. Olympia. Once, guys, and he competed a lot. That's the thing with Samson, he competed a lot. Derek didn't compete that much, but he kind of failed last year. And last year, Hadi also kind of failed, and that was the year when Hani Ramba decided to stop prepping guys. So it seems like that may have been Hani's fault. You know, Derek not peaking. And Derek actually spoke about that. He was really unhappy with the way Hani was doing things that year. So now that he has Chris Acito helping him out, I think there are pretty big chances of Derek bringing it. The thing that is not going in Derek's favor is that he competed too many times. Mr. Olympia, Arnold Classic, Pittsburgh Pro as well. So that's 3 shows. You know, I don't know if he's going to be able to really bring that freshness on the stage this year at the Mr. Olympia. However, we got this physique update right here. This is him right now at 11 weeks out of the Mr. Olympia. And to be honest, he looks very good, guys. Like, you know, he's usually in really good shape year around, always, basically. So right here, you can see that he's in good shape, for sure. Great condition. But is he, like, really shredded for 11 weeks out? I would say no. And I think that's actually a great thing. If he was in crazy shape year around, would he really be able to bring good conditioning, good peak for the Mr. Olympia again? You know, I think the best thing that can happen to him right now is to relax a little bit, his body and his mind, and then really, really go hard in that final stretch before the Mr. Olympia. But considering his look right now, if you look at this video, so like the fullness is there, the size is there, he has all the muscle, he has no injuries, he looks fresh, he looks good, you know, body fat wise, fullness wise, size wise, it's all there really. The only thing that is in question is how well will his peak be? Like, are his legs gonna be full enough? That's the main thing. Is he gonna have the leg fullness and the conditioning at the same time? Because that can be a troublesome area or like a troublesome thing for Derek to overcome. You know, sometimes he brings really good condition, but his legs are a little bit flat, which kind of happened at Pittsburgh. It wasn't super bad, but it wasn't great either. At the Arnold Classic, he nailed it. He nailed both of those things. His legs are full, really full, and he was shredded, and he was overall really big and full. So I'm hoping Chris Aceto figured out Derek, and he learned what the mistake was for Pittsburgh, and hopefully it was not just simply a freshness thing, being too tired from competing at the Arnold. And if that is the case, if they figure out the formula and Derek brings it, I think he has a really good chance to win the Mr. Olympia. I mean, on paper, like I said, he is the favorite in my eyes. Now, if Samson nails the conditioning, yeah, I'll have Samson winning it. But is that going to happen? I don't think so. Based on Samson's current look as well, it doesn't seem like he's pushing it super hard. Is he going to do something drastic in the end and really nail it? Maybe, but I wouldn't put my money on it. And you guys know that I'm personally cheering for Nick. I want to see Nick win. I think they kind of robbed him at Pittsburgh, so if he nails it for the Mr. Olympia and Derek doesn't truly nail it, I can see Nick beating Derek this time around. But again, if we're talking about the chances, I think they are stacked in Derek's favor. But you guys tell me what you think about Derek and his current look and whether he's actually going to win the Mr. Olympia this year or not. Alright, the next update we got for today is an update by Logan Franklin, who is prepping for the Texas Pro, and he is 6 weeks out right now. Now, you guys probably remember Logan Franklin took that second spot at the Arnold Classic, second to Mike Sommerfeld. In my opinion, I'm not gonna say he should have won that show, but that look that Logan brought to the Arnold Classic, that's one of my all-time favorite classic physique looks. I'm not saying he was better than Mike. I can definitely see a strong argument for Mike winning. I mean, the one argument, and that's that Mike is bigger. He's bigger, and classic physique is really not that much about that classic look, the shape. It's actually about size as well. It's kind of judged similar to open bodybuilding. So, the way things are, we can complain about that to the judges, to the IFBB, but we just have to accept the fact that things are the way they are. So, Mike fits the criteria better than Logan. But for me personally, for my eye, what I like to see, what Logan brought to that Arnold Classic, that was really freaking impressive. His conditioning, guys, was out of this world. The only guy that brought better conditioning on any classic physique stage that I saw so far was Jose Manuel. Like what that guy brought this year to Pittsburgh and to New York, that was also like next level. That was insane. But Josema doesn't have the flow, the shape that Logan does. And Logan has phenomenal, beautiful shape. You can find flaws on his physique as well, but you can't disagree with me in saying that his physique is really aesthetic, really classic. So he has the classic look, he brought really crazy conditioning. It just wasn't enough because when he stood next to Mike Sommerfeld, he looked too small. So I understand that, I get that, but for me personally, when I saw what Logan brought, I was motivated, man. I wanted to compete myself. I really loved that look. A lot of details, crazy amount of details, crazy quality, good aesthetics, small waist, nice shape, great posing, great flow. It was phenomenal. So now he's prepping. He didn't do any shows after that. He did the Arnold and he stopped. He could have probably done more shows and qualified for the Mr. Olympia, but he went back to drawing board and he's coached with Patrick Tour, and that's kind of Patrick's style. I've seen that happening with a lot of his athletes. They do a show and he doesn't let them compete more. He brings them back to the off season and they do a show later in the year. And usually it pays off. They make more progress. They actually get better. But if Logan ended up doing Detroit Pro, he probably would have won that show and he would be qualified for the Mr. Olympia. So I'm not sure I understand the logic that Patrick has sometimes, but that's the way he does things. He is one of the best coaches in the world, if not the best coach, maybe. If I was to choose a coach to prep me right now, I would go with Patrick for sure. Me personally. That's my personal opinion, but based on the track record, of course, there are other coaches who are better. That's not the topic right now. The topic is Logan Franklin. So he's doing Texas Pro in 6 weeks, and this is what he looks like at this very moment. Is he in contest shape right now? No, he's not in contest shape right now, but can he be in contest shape in 6 weeks? Absolutely. Is he going to be as conditioned as he was at the Arnold Classic? I hope so. But Did he ever bring that kind of condition before or after? No. No, he didn't. So what does that mean? Was this a one-time thing, a fluke? Or did he figure it out finally? Or he figured out how to suffer? Or he's decided to really go hard at the diet? Or did he just click with Patrick Tour? Or what was it? I don't know. We'll actually have an evidence now in 6 weeks, and we'll see if he's actually able to repeat that kind of condition. But based on this look right here, yeah, I mean, he has everything. I mean, he has the condition good enough for 6 weeks out. I mean, if he was going to bring something like what Josema brought or what he brought to the Arnold Classic, I would kind of probably prefer to see him like already in contest shape, really good contest shape, and then, you know, maybe get a little bit better, like a couple of percent better in the next 6 weeks and maintain the fullness and stuff like that. But this is not contest ready. You know, he'll be contest ready, in my opinion, in 2 weeks, maybe. I mean, yeah. And then he has 4 more weeks to dig really deep to get in really that super crazy condition. So, yeah, I can see that he can bring what he brought to the Arnold Classic. But is he going to do it? We'll see. If he does bring that look, if he does bring that kind of crazy conditioning and everything, is he going to be able to win the Texas Pro? I don't see why not. I don't know of any other heavy hitters doing the Texas Pro Classic Physique. So if he shows up and he's at like, let's say 90%, I think he can still win. You know, and that's probably good enough. Maybe that's actually the plan here. Maybe they don't want to bring Logan in 100% condition. Maybe they're actually saving him for a Mr. Olympia because they know that nobody big is showing up at Texas, and it's going to be an easy win, easy qualification. And then, at a Mr. Olympia, imagine if he truly nails it. And imagine actually if he puts on more muscle. Did he actually progress? Look at the photo. I mean, does he look bigger here than at the Arnold Classic? I mean, to be honest, I don't see any huge improvements. But considering that he got so shredded for the Arnold, I'm sure he had a great rebound after that. And also considering that he's working with Patrick Tour, who is phenomenal at these rebounds and actually helping guys make progress in the off-season, I do expect Logan to be better. Not a ton better, but if he gains like 5 pounds, that's gonna be a visible change. So he's going to be really impressive at Mr. Olympia, in my opinion. And like, what does that mean? Can he actually win the Mr. Olympia? Can he beat Mike Sommerfeld? I mean, I wouldn't complain if that happened. Like, I would love to have a physique like Logan Franklin's representing the classic physique. And he would be a great representation. With the hair, with the face, with the whole flow, with the posing and everything. You know, he would be great as the Mr. Olympia. But if he doesn't win in, you know, physique comparison, he's not going to win the show. I mean, posing, conditioning, and all that, that's all great. The look that he has, you know, the classic lines. But the size is still a huge factor, and I don't think he's going to be as big as Mike. So, no, I still have Mike winning the Mr. Olympia, but in 6 weeks, we'll see something from Logan. And I actually hope he's going to be just good enough to win that show and actually, therefore, able to bring 101% for the Mr. Olympia. That would be ideal. And I can see him battling for that win. But do I have him winning against Mike? No, unfortunately. But whatever you guys think, tell me down below. Alright, and finally, we got something really interesting from Blessing Audible. Now, you guys gotta remember what Blessing brought to that, I think it was Legion Sports Fest. It was bad. It was Blessing's worst look of all time by far. He never ever looked that bad on the stage. Not even when he was a teen, I would say. Like, his conditioning was so terribly off. It was fun. It's funny for me right now to think about it. Like, he was so off with condition. His legs were down in size. His stomach was huge. He had a bubble gut. Like, that physique, that edition was just a mess. Who prepped him for that show? Stefan Kienzl, the best coach in the world. And if you look at the Blessings photos and videos from, you know, a couple of weeks ago, or like since the Legion Sports, you will see that there are no mentions of Stefan Kienzl. I don't know if he announced that he stopped working with him, that he fired Stefan Kienzl, Maybe it happened during this time when I was down, my YouTube channel was down, but I don't think so. I don't think he ever said anything about that. But it seems like he's no longer working with Stefan. I'm not sure, but he has been posting photos, videos, but he's not tagging Stefan. He's not mentioning him at all. If you look at this photo right here, like this is the most recent one, his conditioning right now, I mean, it's not contest ready. It doesn't look like he's prepping for a show. Somebody actually asked him in the comments, what is his plan? He actually does plan on competing late this year or early next year, and he also says hopefully. So he's not sure, but that's the plan. I thought it definitely wouldn't be smart to push and do more shows because his body was just not responding. From what I heard, he was pushing really hard the diet and everything, and you know he got into that shape he got into, and so I thought he needs to ramp the food back up, you know, slowly, you know, increase the metabolism again while maintaining the low body fat percent. And if he actually manages to stay relatively lean while eating a lot of food, then he can start dieting down. And is there enough time to do that by the end of this year? Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it. I would definitely rather opt for the next year, early next year. So maybe Arnold Classic, some other shows early next year, that will make a lot of sense. If his body is super responsive for some reason, maybe one of the post-Olympia shows. But I don't know about that. We'll see. But like I said, he has been posting a lot of photos and videos. And honestly, in this photo right here, he does look better. He definitely does look like he improved since that show. Like, he looks a lot fuller, fresher, harder, I would say. I mean, his conditioning is probably better than it was on that stage. He overall does look better in the front double as well, especially. Like, he has the fullness, the hardness now that he didn't have on the day of the stage or the week before. So he does look improved. He does look fuller, especially in the legs, harder overall. So I think he can prep. Start the prep right now and, you know, potentially do a show later in the year. But like I said, it probably would be smarter to wait and do the show next year. Again, all these photos, all these videos, everything, no mentions of Stefan Kienzl. So it really does seem like he fired him. Do you blame him for that? Can you blame him for that? No, man. Of course he fired him. Of course. I mean, the guy brought him in the absolute worst shape of his life. I mean, is that because he has way too many clients or what is it? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But that could be it. So, guys, by the way, if you're looking for a coach, you can DM me on my Instagram, even bodybuilding coaching. Because, guys, look, I mean, all these coaches, yeah, sure, they have experience and knowledge, and that's all great. But, you know, lower level coaches like myself, we don't have much less knowledge. It's just that we don't have the marketing. That's my experience. Like, it's much better to hire somebody who's going to pay a lot of attention to you, who's going to see you, who's going to focus on you, who's going to think about you in their free time. You know, if you have 200 clients, like, you look at the photos, once a week update, you say what to do next, and whatever happens, happens. I mean, these guys like Stefan, they can't even focus on the top guys, the pros, because they have so many clients. If you want a coach that's going to be focused on you, who's also not very expensive, like these guys like Stefan, they're charging way too much, man, and what they give you is not worth it. Like, it's definitely way too expensive. So I'm not very expensive, I'm very affordable, and I'm very available. I'm going to be focused on you guys. So if you want my coaching services, DM me on Instagram. And as far as Blessing, should he hire me as well? I think he would look much, much better for that show for Legion if he was working with me instead of Stefan Kienzl. I promise you that. I mean, it sounds funny comparing myself to Stefan Kienzl, the best coach in the world, apparently. But in my opinion, if my grandma prepped Blessing for that Legion, he would look better. So Stefan ruined him. Like, I don't think anybody could do such a bad job. Like, you need to know how to mess it up that bad. And I'm not saying that Stefan is a bad coach. He also had great success already, but, you know, with Blessing, he messed it up. I don't know what went wrong exactly. I would like to hear both sides, but I don't know. From what we can see right now, it seems like Blessing fired Stefan. They're no longer working together. Or maybe Stefan stopped working with Blessing. Maybe Blessing is the one who was causing problems. We don't know that, but it seems like they're no longer working together. You guys tell me, what do you think about this, about Blessing's current look as well, what he should do, and was it the right decision to stop working with Stefan if they actually stopped working? I don't know that for a fact, but it seems like they have, and it makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Anyways, guys, tell me whatever is in your mind down below in the comment section. Like this video, help the algorithm, leave the comment down below, and more importantly, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much. See you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.